Hey, everybody, welcome to a brand new episode of Creators Outlet with our special guests. First timer, Dojo and Cool. Welcome, brother. Fresh from a beat down of B Rose, I understand. And welcome back, our
It's
friend
my hobby.
Bionic Bro from Tail End Studio, creator of Cobalt.
What's going on? Thanks for having me back again.
Hey, anytime. So let's start with Brian. Why don't you give us your origin story into comics?
Oh, my origin story. Okay, so way back when, as we were going to Florida, I stopped at a 7-Eleven to get some snacks, and that was the first time I'd seen the comic books. So Dad said, "Hey, why don't you grab a couple?" And that was at age of 7, so it's been nearly 50 years now. Yeah, and that started the love of comics. In about 1999, I stopped collecting altogether. And that lasted for about 14 years till I just couldn't take it anymore and had to get back into it. But what I did is I selected 3 characters to collect after that. And even then, the writing was like just not up to snuff, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So I started looking for alternatives and decided, you know what, I think I can do this. So I wrote a script for Marvel Comics and discovered that they really don't want you to submit a script. They want you to go get published and they'll find you. So I worked for a couple of comic book companies. They were very small press, and then started my own about 6 years ago, Dojo Kun Comics.
And the rest is history.
That's right. We're making history now.
And you've done something on the smarter end where you actually have your own website.
Oh, yeah, I do. I've been publishing for, like I said, 6 years now. I've got 12 comics that I published on my own dime before I discovered crowdfunding. And then I came to the crowdfunding around, well, I learned about YouTube channels and crowdfunding as a fan in October of 2020. And then it wasn't until around mid 2021 that I dipped my toe in the crowdfunding arena, and I crowdfunded Siamese, which is a 4-issue miniseries that I had previously published that I brought together as a trade paperback.
And there was a hardcover you put out too.
Yeah, there was. Yeah, that was like a limited edition tier. There was only 50 of those available.
I saw those hardcovers. They were gorgeous.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, the art on that, the art and colors were done by the Barton brothers, Clayton and Corey. So they had a lot of fun because a lot of the characters on that cover were females. So, oh, and there's the soft cover right there. Oh. Looks like I have a backer on the screen.
Oh, you know it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely a fun read. I loved it. I loved how thick it was too. It was like having multiple mini stories taking place in one thick one, man. And I love it. Breathtaker's beautiful. Siamese, I wouldn't mind seeing Cobalt get with them on one night or something, but you know how it goes.
Well, thanks for being a backer, and I'm glad to hear the feedback too.
Oh yeah, it was definitely fun. Yeah.
And Bionic Bro, who I interact with on a daily basis from all the stupid stuff I post.
Yeah, I like it though. I agree with half of it.
Yeah. You know,
yeah.
That must be the half that the fact checkers are always telling me. It's partially
those. Yes, let's silence the fact checkers,
which means mostly true. But why don't you let everybody know about how you got started in the game?
Oh, I got started late when I was probably a junior in high school. So I would watch all the cartoons and animated shows like, Justice League, Batman the Animated Series, Ninja Turtles, stuff like that. But comic books didn't actually come along until I got into high school. And it was a normie, basically just hanging out with a bunch of real nerds that knew everything. And I don't mean it as like a, diss or whatnot. Like it was just, who knew the real inside stories with comics. And so I started like telling about the shows and everything and how much I enjoyed Smallville with the character of Clark Kent growing up and, just kind of like giving all these little instances of him interacting with these big name characters before he became Superman. And they're like, nah, dude, get off that shit. You need to read real comics. And I was like, I don't have any, man. So they gave me a few to look at and whatnot. Green Lantern, Superman, of course. Since that's what I
the
was
first
talking to
few
them
were
about.
free.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's how they get you.
That's right.
So I started reading them and everything. And I really loved the art, the colors, the story. The characters acted way more confident than they did in the shows. And there wasn't really a lot of backdoor lying and silence going on like they do in these like little teenage shows where everybody can't talk and be honest with each other. And I was just like, this is way much better. And so I started collecting one line of comics, because I was so familiar with the Bat Family growing up on the animated series, I was like, I like Robin. Dick Grayson's cool. So I started following Nightwing. And, so I started collecting him. And then that turned over into getting into the New 52 Green Lanterns and Supermans and a few others. I've got the first volume of TMNT from IDW, and I just started collecting those. And then the indie scene didn't come in until 2018, after I'd already gone through college and everything. And I had an accident take place in 2013, which made me an amputee. Got with a bunch of buddies who were amputees also, and went down to San Diego Comic-Con and chatted a little bit about, if we had superheroes or not. And I had this watered down, muddied idea for Cobalt. And they're like, we're going to get you in touch with somebody that we know because he creates comics too. And so we did. And the rest is history. I fell in love with the collaboration with artists. I fell in love with writing the story. And I just wanted to continue. And that's how I came out with Cobalt, The Land is Thrashing. And now we're on the sequel, Death Stalks Us. And here we are.
Yeah. And you guys have a crossover where if anybody backs a physical tier of each of your campaigns, they get an exclusive print, right?
Yes.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
Yep. You want to tell them about it?
Sure. So if you back both of us at a physical level, you'll be getting a printed comic-sized print of a collaboration where Cobalt and the Shifter, Naya, are on the forefront of the picture. And then in the backdrop, you will see a poster of 15 different characters from CG characters, all within the indie community. So you'll be seeing, do we want to show it off, Dojo?
Yeah, we can. I actually have it on my campaign page now. So I sent you the link in the private chat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or would you prefer me to share my screen?
Oh, you can do either way. I've got it.
Okay. Yeah, if you want to bring that up, I do have it on my campaign page.
Yeah, I gotta
I haven't gotten to that yet. Yeah, but so the art's done by Shelby Robertson. I forgot who colored it. Who colored it again?
Oh, it was Irene Krieger.
Irene Krieger. Okay, and there it is, right there. It is absolutely beautiful. So there's an homage print. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, there's 22 different characters on here, 15 different creators, and because we thought a lot of them would be obscured by Cobalt and Naya, he actually drew it such that fewer of them were obscured than we expected. So that's kind of nice. But you can see we've got up in the upper left corner, we've got Ella from the Lucent. We've got Black Flag, two pictures below her from Dan Fraga. So we've got a lot of folks who were excited to get their characters on this poster. This is an homage, of course, to X-Men number 141, the first issue of Days of Future Past. And, Cobalt is in Wolverine's place, Naya's in Kate Pryde's place. And then rather than have the characters with the word apprehended or slain across their faces, we figured we just won't put anything across their faces, but we will have the word wanted across the top there to show that somebody wants all of these characters. And of course, what we really mean subliminally is you want to back all of those comic books and make sure that you've got those in your collection.
Well, I looked at it like the first one that I recognize is I see Area Black's Tailless.
Yep, that's right.
I see the Embrace. I definitely spot Siamese because it's the only twins there.
Right. So you want me to go through each of them so that we show who's represented?
Yeah, just shout out everybody.
starting at the top left, then we'll go from left to right. We've got Ella from the Lucent. We've got Reaper Destroyer. We have Streez from Type 1. We have the Boss from Company Men, Dead, White, and Blue. The Embrace. Ragetality, Perfect 10. Monstro from Downcast. Mandog from 656. Kurito from Mavericks. Black Flag. Aerith from Aerith Saga. The Ghost from The Replicator. Naya from The Shifter, which we'll be talking about tonight. The Saint from Cerebrum, which just launched the other night. We've got Canadian Shield, Siamese, then Cobalt, Tailless, like you said, from The Adventures of Tailless in Outer Space. The two that you can barely see there are two of my characters. The bottom left there is Star Step, and then sort of hidden by Naya is Breathtaker. And then we've got Krishna Kid from Kami Mark, and then Dr. Primordial is also one of my characters.
Nice. So now somebody that's crazy like me might get this and write to each creator, be like, if I send you that print, would you sign it?
Oh, there you go. Wow, that's a great idea.
Yeah, I'd be happy to do that.
Because, I mean, that's just cool looking. I mean, you said homage, and I was still scrolling down the campaign. I'm like, oh, X-Men cover.
Right.
I had that. So you guys are actually working on opposite platforms too. Doja, you're over on Kickstarter, and
no, sir.
You're not?
Nope.
No.
You're both over there. What was I looking at? I must
for
have clicked on.
I'm sort of anti-Kickstarter because they are, in my opinion, culpable in fraudulent activity. When somebody, well, no, what I mean by that is somebody had cloned Vinnie Tartamella's Shadow of the Kraken and posted it on Kickstarter as if it was their own, and they started getting backers. And of course, that person would never fulfill because Vinnie's the one creating the book, right?
Mm-hmm.
So a few people contacted Kickstarter, including me, and said, you need to take it down. It's a fraud. Well, they said, well, that doesn't violate our terms of service. And I said, all right, listen, I'm a certified fraud examiner. Because I've noted that this is fraud, if you won't take it down, I'm going to have to take another step. And they're like, hey, do what you got to do. I'm like, all right. So I contacted the Federal Trade Commission, and within 3 hours, they took it down. It's like, I wonder what prompted that.
Dang.
But if they're that, nonchalant about allowing fraud to appear on their site, and then, like you said, the blockchains and all that, they're gatekeeping against certain people with certain political beliefs and all that. They put their own political beliefs under their own header on the page. They're doing so many things that, I mean, I'm not the kind of person that is going to rail against them, but if they're going to do that, I'm not interested. So I'm sticking with the Indiegogo.
Yeah, for sure. And then there was some stuff going on a few months back that Indiegogo announced that they were going to start running more like Kickstarter, where they were going to have to approve like every single thing, and that got me worried to the fact that it's like, all you guys, you've already done it, but everybody actually needs to get like their own website up and running if something happens to crowdfunding, to be able to do it through your own website instead of a third party like IGG or any of the others.
It would be a good idea to do that. Yes, I still, as it stands right now, I still have confidence in IGG, but you're right. At any time, something could go wrong, and then suddenly this platform wouldn't be available to us. So I think that it behooves many of us to have our own site and start, dipping our toe in crowdfunding our own activities.
Yeah. I think it's a smart way to go. I know a lot of people are talking about it. I know Brian from Arisaga has been preaching, get a website, sell everything you do through the campaign, and then afterwards you put everything to the website for like, you're going to over order a certain percentage anyhow.
Right.
With conventions being back, you're going to want to, show up and get into Artist Alley, and hopefully get some more fans through the conventions, and you want to be able to sell if you keep your Indiegogo open as a storefront afterwards, plus your website, and it just makes sense. It's
Yeah,
like
that's
not
one of the
leaving any
things.
money on the table,
Yeah, that's one of the things I haven't done yet is like try to make a website because, well, just because I haven't yet, but I think I'd want to lean more into doing the conventions rather than get a website after Indiegogo, just because I like the interactions with people and being able to tell them up front what it's about and, how they like enjoy comics, how I enjoy comics, and just that camaraderie that builds up after being at a convention. You get to go have a beer with them afterwards and just talk shit and have fun. I think the convention scene would be more me than a website, but I can see where you would definitely need one if that happens with Indiegogo. I'm going to try and trust that it doesn't happen with Indiegogo, but it could change. But fingers are crossed.
It could change because a lot of companies are succumbing to pressure of other influences around the globe. So
yes, being coerced.
Yeah. I just think it's a good idea because then you can just sell direct after the fact.
Sure. Well,
So you could actually do both at the same time, Jake.
Yeah.
You could have the website up, still go to conventions to have the personal interaction that you're talking about, and then as the conventions end, you can tell people or give them a business card that has your website on it, and they can come back anytime and get your stuff if they don't see you at the next convention.
I'll have to look into it. I definitely will. It sounds fun.
Then you put the little QR code from your link tree or something up in the corner.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, thank you.
Most definitely. I'd have to probably pay somebody to like create the website for me, but I would definitely do it.
Or you could have your comics appear on somebody else's website if you happen to know somebody who has one.
Oh, yeah. You know somebody that would do that for me, Dojo?
I just might.
If you hold B Rose so Brian can slap him around a little more, he might hook you up.
Oh man, you're starting to put me in the middle of two guys I really admire and have befriended. Oh man.
I got confused when you mentioned B Rose's book because I'm so used to everybody just calling it Sarah's Bum.
Right.
Yes. And as you can see on Joe Sontag's variant cover, you get to see Sarah's bum pretty well.
Oh, that's not
right.
bad.
Janice Hardy's Healing Wars.
Yes, book one.
So
it just sounds fun.
You got 22 backers, 25 days to go, 7% out of your $10,000 goal, and tell us a little something about the book that's going to make us want to jump on this today.
Okay, yeah, I'm sure that a lot of people look at that $10,000 goal and think that's a little bit lofty, but what this is an opportunity that few have, and that is I got in touch with this author of it's an award-winning trilogy called The Shifter. It's called The Healing Wars. The first book is called The Shifter. And The Healing Wars is a really cool concept where Janice Hardy said, what can I do with something unconventional? When you think of healing, you don't think of people using it as a weapon or using it to create weapons. And she's done exactly that. She's considered, what if somebody could take pain from a person and push it into a metal? And then that metal could be crafted into axes and swords and knives and things like that, such that when you deliver a blow with that weapon, it doesn't just do its normal cutting or bludgeoning damage, but it also inflicts the pain that was absorbed into it. So there's that. And the thing about Naya, the main character, is she can't actually push the pain into the metal. She can only transfer pain from one person to another. So her skill is flawed, and what she's worried about, her nation has been overrun by an enemy occupying army, and if they find out she can do that, they're going to weaponize her against her own people. So she's on the run constantly. Then her sister goes missing, and it really throws her into what everybody is familiar with as the hero's journey. She comes from meager beginnings. She's an orphan on the run, and then she finds out that her destiny, of course, through the course of these 3 novels, is much greater than that. So the plan for this is to have 2 graphic novels represent each of the novels. So it's going to be a 6-issue series, and each one's going to be 70 pages. And unfortunately, this one's not yet done. I know a lot of people are getting their books done before they launch, but I actually need the crowdfunding to pay for this, and that's why there's such a lofty goal. But in addition to the license to the author, of course, I've got to pay my artist, my colorist, and my letterer because I'm # just a writer.
Welcome to my world.
I know that one all too
Right.
well.
So, the Grand Duke of Basir tier right there on the right gets you 2 copies of the book, 2 copies of the coloring book. You get the set of chibi stickers, but also you get a tier called You Are a Shifter. So on that, we'll ask you to present a full body picture of yourself, and you will be immortalized on a print beside Naya, and both of you will be exhibiting the power of a shifter.
Do you want a nude picture?
I don't, but I know somebody that might want yours.
Hero says he likes it when you tuck it.
Oh shit! You probably weren't supposed to reveal that, but okay.
Spoilers.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's cool. That's different too, because I know there's it's really popular to get yourself drawn into a comic.
Mm-hmm.
And I know Sugar Chris likes to get himself killed in a comic.
Right.
And we're just waiting for him to fulfill that.
You know what? In Aerith Tape 3, I actually killed B-Rose.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm the big bad named Vidmantis, and then he's a character, and I take him out in Aerith Tape 3.
And
He's
hey,
going to take him out in
you can
every
buy
kind of media.
Deanna a fancy coffee.
That's right. Yeah, she's very supportive. We dated in 10th grade, and she knew I was a comic book collector then. And still, she came back to me years later, many years later, and she said, "I knew you'd still be collecting."
Nerds rule the world.
That's awesome.
Yep.
I remember when Graham Nolan was launching the Shinu, he changed that first tier where you can pledge $10 just to help out the campaign.
Right.
It's basically like a tip. He changed that to buy Graham a beer.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, I'll never forget that. That's great. I go, now, I like the coffee idea. I like me some coffee. I'm drinking coffee right now.
So,
and the physical copy of the Shifter, 70 pages, estimated shipping will be in October.
right. It's going to be perfect bound, full color, and this here will be a soft cover, and it'll be the first of 6, and 70 pages for just $25. That's a pretty good deal.
Yeah. I like the fact that most of these books coming out of CG and the indie community are like they're thick.
Yeah.
I like them thick.
So that tier there refers to what you were saying, where it's a drawn-in tier. You can be a soldier, a citizen, or one of the healers, depending on what you prefer. And just so you know, the soldiers are the bad guys. Some people prefer being the bad guys. I know that Jake said that not too long ago. He's like, "Yeah, make me a bad guy."
Yeah, man. I might see my person get my head cut off or anything like that. You do it. Move the show and story forward. Hell yeah.
Oh, I know lots of wrestlers that just love turning heel. It's always fun to play the bad guy.
Sure.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And then, of course, I have a retailer tier because this is an all ages book. You could buy this and put it on your shelves with confidence that any age picks it up. It'd be okay for them to have a look at it. Naya is in her teens, and she goes through the hero's journey from that point forward. There's going to be nothing inappropriate in these books. It's not necessarily written for children, but kids can look at it. It's all ages.
Cool.
Very good. We need more books like that.
Yeah. Shadowpunk says, love the artwork. Who's the artist? Is it Dojo or Bionic Bra?
Oh, actually, it's neither of us. The artist is Zilson Costa out of Brazil. He did Siamese 3 and 4, and he's prolific. He's a very fast artist, so that's why I'm confident that once this book gets backed, we'll have no problems achieving fulfillment. When I say we will, he's really that quick, and he and I have such a great rapport. That page that you've got there on the left, if you scroll up just a little bit, you'll see the beginning of her day. I had told him what I'd like her to do is go from merchant to merchant looking for a job. Like I said, she's an orphan and she's barely making it. So she does that each morning, and all of these guys are refusing her business because they've already got somebody that they hired for the day. And Zilson said, if this is like the pieces of her morning, I'm going to make it look like a puzzle. And he did a great job. It was a brilliant idea. And he does that kind of thing, not the puzzle necessarily, but he has that kind of storytelling in many of the pages that he turns in.
Yeah, I love
Really
that
great
page.
looking art. I love the colors
Great
on
panel.
this book too.
Yeah, the colorist is H.G. Tobalina out of Spain. And she does a wonderful job of getting the mooding and the lighting, and it's really good.
That panel with the boat had to have taken forever. That is insane.
Oh, the detail. Yeah, you're right.
Yes.
The riverboat.
Yeah, that is beautiful.
And you
Reminds
see
me
a
of
lot of the
Southern
one-of-a-kind card sketch too. That's good.
Yeah, somebody snapped that. And in fact, the first person who backed bought that.
That's cool.
So Lord Ravener was the first backer. He got that one of a kind sketch card, and he also got, of course, a copy of the book with that.
I'd turn that into maybe like a poster or something, man, because that's pretty beautiful. If the detail stays at that, I don't know if he does 400 DPI or what for his pages, but I'd put that up on a wall.
Are you talking about the sketch card or the riverboat?
The riverboat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that would make a nice like alternate wraparound cover.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Just throwing it out there.
And you can see here, guys, the two riverboats have a collision. So she jumps in the water to help folks.
Just as we're admiring the art of the riverboat.
Hey guys, Jake likes it. Let's sink it.
It's like, oh.
And one of the things about this scene here, when she jumps in the water to help people, a pain merchant notices what she can do, and that complicates her life quite a bit.
Oh, yeah, she's been found out.
Right.
And the bonus homage print that we were talking about earlier.
Right. There's the homage. And then beneath that, there is some more detail. We don't need to go through the tiers again, but if you want to skip past those, we can look at the add-ons and the stretch goals. Oh, wait, stop at that sketch. I mean, I know it's not available anymore, but if you look at the gift there, you can see that her eyes, her lips, and her power are all like gloss.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, man, that's like having UV coating on a card. Oh.
That's awesome.
I was thrilled when Dave said that, yeah. So there's the drawn in tier. Okay, so here's the add-on. So I found a chibi artist named Alex Thompson, who does a great job on these. I mean, he can take even a robot and make it like a cute chibi. So I know a lot of folks do like stickers. And if you just said, no, I don't, you're lying.
I'm just out of places to put them.
And then the other add-on, if you will, is a coloring book. So this one here, it may be those pictures, it may be others, depending on the pages that come in, but it's going to be 24 pages. And I think it'll be fun. If somebody has, grandkids or nieces or nephews or something like that, this will definitely be something fun that they can refer to the comic book for to get the right colors, or, I don't know, choose their own.
Man, Bro and I want the coloring book.
Yeah, I do. But my kid's not going to touch it until he learns how to stay in the lines.
Well, I sometimes have problems with that myself. The jitters from all the coffee.
Right. Mainlining coffee.
I would love to take a crack at coloring page 6 there.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. And you are a shifter print.
Yep. So this one here, you can
only 50.
Right. You can get it in that the Grand Duke of Basir tier, but you can also get it as a separate tier if you like. And that's again, where you're drawn in next to her as one of the shifters.
Yeah, I'd have to Photoshop myself so I'm a lot skinnier than I am. I wouldn't fit on the page.
That's up to you. Then for the stretch goals, I didn't put dollar amounts on there. I did originally have dollar amounts on there, but I was advised by a few folks not to do that. So the first thing will be a painted pinup that's related to the shifter. That'll be the first stretch goal. The next one is an ash can that's all about the making of the shifter. So lots of behind the scenes sketches as the characters were created and their progression through, the various edits.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think there's another couple stretch goals.
Yeah, there's some more down there.
Yep. So a challenge coin is another one. I issued a challenge coin with Siamese, and that one there was a stretch goal as well. And I thought they turned out beautifully. So, and they're substantial too. They're nice and heavy. So I'm definitely going to have one for each of my campaigns. I just love those things.
Oh, I've been collecting them now.
Yep, same here. I got mine right over there on my sofa piece where I read my comics.
Oh, okay, cool. And then the fourth stretch goal, if you scroll up just a little bit more, it's a metal trading card. Whoop. Nope, we went right by it. right there at the bottom. So it's going to be a metal trading card once we reach that level.
Nice. Metal trading card, challenge coin, behind the scenes, painted pinup. That's some good stuff going on there.
Indeed. I hope we get to them because I'd really like everybody to get their hands on these.
Oh, for sure. Now, let's take a look at the bro.
Yeah, let's see what he's got.
Oh, hang on. Somebody's crying. I'll be right back.
Well, it's not me.
He's a new daddy, so he's got daddy duties. Yep.
I remember those days.
Yeah, Dee and I raised 5 boys, so those days were quite a while ago. Yeah. All of them are grown and gone, though, so.
Okay.
Shadowpunk wants to know if you can describe a metal trading card.
Describe it. It's the same size as a trading card that you would get like in a collectible card game or a baseball card, etc. But they are sublimated. That's what it's called. Sublimated onto metal. So it looks like a little mirror with your graphics on it.
Yeah. I've got a few I can show off. So on a Cobalt Atlantis Thrashing, I had this one available to the mailing list. If you signed up early on the mailing list, this is what you got if you backed a physical. And it was done by Phoenix Animation. So it takes your picture and they sublimate it onto the actual metal sheet. And it's beautiful. I love these things.
Nice. And anytime something shiny comes, ooh, shiny.
Oh,
what are you doing? I was crossing the street. What's the last thing you remember? A truck.
Oh, man.
So here we are. Cobalt Death Stalks us.
Yes.
36 backers, 55 days, 52% of your $3,000 goal.
Yeah. Halfway there. Whoa.
Wow, I didn't know we were doing karaoke tonight. I'm not prepared at all.
Yeah, you're right. That's for Global Frequencies channel. My bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they stopped doing that because it was just me singing the asshole song every week.
Oh.
So
that was still beautiful.
Well, Mo Biggs gave me high praise that I did justice to that song opposed to Dark Gift. So
I get you.
So we have Digital Fragment 2.0, which is a digital copy of the new book.
Yes.
And that's on sale for $15.
Mm-hmm.
The digital one, by the way, is the Australian variant.
Shit, I should have put that as the name of the tier. That is awesome.
Right, Bancroft? Right?
God, that is brilliant. I'm using that next round.
And then the physical copy is also on sale, 16% off for $25. You get digital copies. You get digital copies.
Yeah, this is the
1 and
digital.
2.
So if you, in case you missed it, that's the ICYMI. In case you missed it, you get issue 1 and 2 and digital for $25.
Very cool. And the physical fight. This is the one you need. From here on down, these are the ones you need to back along with Dojo's physical tiers to get that awesome print.
Yes.
That you are going to want to mail around to every creator around the world that's on there. So they can sign up for you.
It will be the most expensive print you ever get.
Right? Just from getting it back, from overseas, it's like $137 to ship it to area to have them sign it. And you're like, it's cheaper to fly them over here than it is to send stuff to them.
Right.
Some physical fight, $25. How many? And it's 32 pages.
Yes. I understand the pricing. That's why I throw in a nice little chibi sticker to go along with it.
Yeah. We're going to seduce you with a chibi of cobalt.
That's right. Look how cute it is.
Must have the chibi. Be vigilant.
Be vigilant.
Copy.
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead. Take it away. This is yours. I shouldn't.
Oh, okay. No, you're good. Be vigilant at $40 is the physical copy, a chibi sticker, and a 16x20 poster of the splash page from Atlantis Thrashing. So the splash page is at the very bottom of the campaign. You can look at it later if you want, but it is Cobalt overlooking the street corner of where Engages, where the Thrasher gang holds down their business. So all the neons and colors and how rough and edgy and gritty Atlanta looks in this shot is just beautiful. That art is by Erwin Arosa. He's back for this issue also, and fantastic art. I highly recommend it.
Very cool.
Dojo, were you about to say something? Oh, okay. This is the physical, in case you missed it, tier. So again, just like the digital, you'll get issue 1 and 2, and then of course a chibi sticker along with those copies.
Yeah, and it saves you $5 off the copy of number 1.
Yeah, I don't know why they make it to where you gotta like put in a retail price for it or whatever. It's insane to me. So I was just like, yeah, okay, there.
You know what? You can skip that if you want.
Oh, you can?
Yep.
I had no idea. I'm going to skip it.
The master will teach you later.
That's right. Wax on, wax off.
Miyagi Dojo.
Now that is a chibi character right there. Take My Hand is $100. Of course, you get the physical copy of Death Stalks Us, the chibi sticker, but you also get one full page for an ad. Hopefully, it's one of your comics that you're working on, but you get an ad space page for your campaign.
Can it be an upcoming campaign?
Yes. I would hope it'd be an upcoming campaign because by the time that this book is ready to go out, I'm kind of hoping that you'll be ready to be on your campaign run doing all of your promoting on other channels. It's what I did with Global Frequency, with Nefarious, with Mavericks. So he took out the back panel right here on the back of Atlantis Thrashing. So go back Mavericks.
I did. I'm just waiting for it.
Yeah, me too.
I got everything.
Yeah, I got his a big box of goodies, and I can't wait to get those dog tags.
I got the big box and I got the merch box because I want to read all the background information on his world build for that.
Yep. Dave McKean, also Mike Grell when he did the Long Bow Hunters on Green Arrow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I love that character, Shadow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shadow's badass, man.
I simp for archers for some reason. I don't know why that is. I really like the archer characters.
Yeah. Do you have a scarlet looking one, do you?
Maybe.
Could be.
I can send you the link to that campaign too. That's up. That's live.
There we go. Yes, Toro Tales.
Right.
But the last tier is the name's Cobalt, named after the last $100 tier on the last campaign. But $100 here will get you the physical copy of Cobalt Death Stalks Us, a 16x20 poster, the metal 16x20 poster, metal print done by Adam Miller, the chibi sticker, and yeah. So the metal print was by Adam Miller. He's a new rising artist in the CG community, and I was one of the first ones to purchase a piece from him, and it's right here. So this is Cobalt in front of Hell's Playground in Atlanta.
Oh, shiny. I can see myself on your reflection. Hey.
Oh, yeah, you know it. Again, done by Phoenix Animation. But this is another 12x18 metal print.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's very cool. And down here. Oh, I like this.
Yeah. Yeah, he did a great job. He's done some art for the Thin Blue Line for Mike Barron.
Oh,
he also did a Shotgun Samurai piece for Quaff.
Cool.
I believe he did one for Ragetality, I think, or was it a different character? I don't remember, but the painterly art just gets me every time. Max Bertolini, the cover for Atlantis Thrashing, he does a very painterly art style. And anytime I see it and it looks badass, I immediately jump on it just because I love the realistic painterly art. What up, Shadowpunk?
It's just it's got like that old school feel to the look of the art too.
Yeah.
It's a close up of the chibi.
So that chibi is different from the one that you'll be getting with the physical backings. That was actually for the mailing list. So if you were on the mailing list and you back physical, you're going to get a 6 a.m. chibi style art of Cobalt as a magnet. So these little bastards are magnets.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Hail the magnet.
The whole front of my fridge is covered in comic book magnets. So, yeah.
Oh, man. I thought it was brilliant. I always have to put stuff up on the fridge to remind me of stupid shit. And I was just like, I want to enjoy looking at this.
Yeah. I don't want to just enjoy what's inside. And this is a close. Yeah, right? This is that poster you were talking about.
Yes. Yeah. That is absolutely beautiful.
Just the colors on this is like,
Yeah.
It's, if nobody knew, this just screams like a little bit of cyberpunk to me.
Right. Yeah. So I'm not going to lie. Star Circuit is way more cyberpunk than I am, as it will be Cerebrum. But mine's very much in the developmental stages of cyberpunk. So we're on the outskirts right now of Atlanta. But once you get in the middle of Atlanta, you're going to be seeing a lot more clean, but a lot more tech forward.
Oh yeah, just the
kind of like how it is now.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that just came out so great.
Yeah.
Cool. That's
appreciate
cool.
It. Yes. Cool enough for you to back it?
One would hope so. And we want to throw up. Somebody might have another campaign up too, right?
Yeah, if you got time.
Oh, I got
sure. Yeah, I also think that we should watch his video and Cobalt's video.
Oh,
Does
yeah, the trailers.
Video? Yeah. Do you
does.
have a trailer? Okay.
Yeah,
we should watch 3 trailers then.
We will watch 3 trailers.
Awesome.
We'll save the movies to the end. Everybody get your popcorn ready.
There we go.
Here we are.
All right, Toro Tales. Yeah, let's let the trailer talk for it first.
Okay, let's go.
The Toro Tales trade paperback brings together the inaugural chapters of some of Dojo-kun Comics' greatest characters. Characters like Sakura, Bot 42, Sovereign, Lone Shark, Sparrow, Night Mist, the Scarlet Archer, the Canadian Shield, and Halia and Andi, aka H2O. Featuring art by 5 different writers, 9 artists, 7 colorists, and 5 letterers, this graphic novel will be 88 pages of superhero excitement. We've been publishing comics for 6 years now and successfully funded and fulfilled Siamese. The first 100 backers receive a free BD Buddy of Canadian Shield. Back with confidence and back us. Only on Indiegogo.
Oh, that's cool. I want a toy.
There's still a chance to get those too. The first 100 backers of a physical tier will get that. So
how'd you even come up with that? What are those? Because it look like magnets, but what are they? Connects or?
they are actually little beads that are strung together with metal, like a pipe cleaner kind of metal. You know, the inside of a
Right.
pipe cleaner. And somebody is going to hand put those BD buddies together. So he'll be doing 100 of them. He had a booth at a craft show that I went to with my wife, and
Okay.
I was looking around. She was looking at her things, and I saw that he was doing the mainstream superheroes in the BD Buddy form. So I went over there to just take a look at him, and I said, "Would you be willing to do these for an independent comic creator?" He said, "Heck yeah! What have you got?" So those are available at Canadian Shield.
That's wicked.
And there's only 2 days left.
Yeah, if we don't get to our goal, though, I will extend it to the next 30 days.
Okay, cool.
Okay, I see what you did. Sneaky. All right.
Yeah, you gotta use their own weapons against them sometimes.
Right.
The feature
So this
tier
one-
is a hardcover tier. That's nice.
There is a hardcover tier. That one there is a cover featured by The Art of Puro. It's a married couple in Italy. He is the line artist and she does the colors. And that, of course, that main character is Sakura.
Yep. I
The
can tell
cover-
by them fine thighs. Huh?
Right? The main cover is by Eric Ninatowski, and he'll be doing an homage cover to it's a West Coast Avengers variant of Amazing Spider-Man number 297 that he'll be doing the homage for. But the reason it's perfect is it's got 10 characters on it. So he's going to be doing the 10 characters that are debuting in To'urou Tales number 1. This one, as opposed to Shifter, it's 88 pages, also perfect bound, full color, and this one's complete. So this one here,
Nice.
as soon as the tchotchkes come in, any of the add-ons and etc., this one will go out.
It's ready to go.
I
So
love
there's
how
the-
I love how most of your characters have something going on with like making the shoulders bigger or more defined, like Canadian Scarlet and Sakura. They have like padding and stuff. I feel like all characters need to go back to like big shoulders. I love that idea.
So it's a 90s thing. Yeah, I love it too.
Yeah.
Just don't let Rob Liefeld know.
Right.
We don't want him to know he was right.
Just get the angles right and you'll be good.
Yeah. As long as you don't draw the Canadian Shield with like, a size triple D pec, you'll be okay.
Right.
So you can get the digital of this for $15.
Right.
Physical copy for $25. Retailer tier is at 10 copies for $2.25.
Right. Yep. So $25 off on that.
Oh yeah, good. Plenty of room.
So there's some sample art over there because, it's different artists. Bot 42 is the first one. Here's Sakura fighting some ninjas. Beneath that is...
Beneath that is a panty line.
So this is...
Making me go back up, Daniel.
You can see where my mind goes.
He's like, wait, what did I miss? This is Lone Shark. And then the last one on this page here as an example of the art is Sovereign.
Nice. Very cool.
So there's another shot of the BD Buddy with his shield and his hammer.
That's just a cool desk toy.
Yeah, isn't it? And the last piece there at the bottom of the legs are metal, so that will stand better.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Very
Got a
cool.
little gravity going on.
Right.
And of course, as always, by Deanna, a fancy coffee.
Right. She still loves her coffee. There's the Australian variant, like you were talking about
There
earlier.
you go.
There's the graphic novel itself, $25 for 88 pages. Limited edition to just 50 copies of the hardcover by Art of Puro.
That's beautiful.
And then there's just a few add-ons. The add-ons are, of course, a set of chibi stickers, 9 stickers featuring all 10 characters. There's 9 of them because Halia and Undine, H2O, are on the sticker together. They're twins.
Oh,
I think I have a thing for twins.
Little bit. But I like my water too, man.
Man, one's enough for me. Oh my god.
Yeah, I think I like Loan Shark's chibi the best. Those eyes.
Do ya?
Yeah, the eyes do it. Bog's awesome. I love the idea of Bog. He just looks so unique.
So this is a supplemental ash can. This is an 8-page story. The art here is by, this art is by Gilbert Monsanto. He is a prolific pinup artist. The art for the interior of the ash can will be by Mike Salter, who did the art on Siamese number 1 and 2.
Mhm.
He's a fine art portrait painter who is delving a little bit into comic books and having a lot of fun doing it. He loves the character Bog. He's doing a great job of drawing it. And that one there is, I think there's only one more page to be turned in. So by the time this whole campaign is done, all of the art for both the trade paperback and the ash can will be completely done.
Nice.
Very cool.
And then, in case you missed Siamese, you have an opportunity to get a second printing of it. And this is the new cover that'll be on the second printing.
Hello, nurse.
These are drawn by these. These two ladies are drawn by Cy Lim, who's an artist out of New Zealand.
Nice.
Dojo just putting the entire planet to work on comics.
That's right.
All right. Globally.
I gotta spread it around.
So this one here will be a comic book size print of Bot 42's first appearance. If we get to that stretch goal,
Nice.
the next stretch goal will be an acrylic keychain of not only his this character, Bot 42, but also by the artist who created the character. It's Cy Lim, the same guy who did the Siamese cover. He created this character. When I saw it on his website, I asked him if it's already in use, is it being published? And he said, no, it was just a little doodle I did. I'm like, really? I have an idea for him. Is that all right? And he's like, yeah, let's work together. So
Very cool.
That's a hell of a doodle.
I know, right?
Yeah, right?
That's why I chuckled when I said it. Boy, I wish I could doodle that well.
No kidding.
And then at 11,000, we'll have a fridge magnet. We were talking about magnets a little while ago. So that's a bloodied Bot 42. But that's not his blood. That's someone else's.
Yeah. I was gonna say that. Don't worry, it's not his. No oil was spilt making this magnet.
That's right.
God, I was just about to make an oil change joke.
And then I do have 3 more stretch goals selected, and they're ready to put up here on the page. But let's get to that step when we get there.
Yeah, one step at a time. We have to go to another.
You gonna go to Cobalt and listen to that trailer now?
Oh, we're gonna go to your trailer.
Oh, okay.
Well, I should probably share the page first.
That would work.
See, you can tell I just ran out of coffee.
I need some coffee.
Damn straight. Okay, here we go.
Naya is an orphan with a rare gift. Others with this gift can take pain from a person and transfer it into the cobalt blue metal known as pinvium. But Naya's gift is flawed. She can only transfer pain from one person to another. Orphaned on an island nation occupied by a conquering enemy and trying to locate her missing sister, Naya has to make sure they don't find out, or she'll be weaponized against her own people. Be sure to back Janice Hardy's The Healing Wars, Book 1, Part 1, The Shifter, from Dojo Kun Comics, only on Indiegogo.
and she's actually a really nice individual. Got to meet her on our launch night, and she's pretty cool.
Oh, Janice Hardy? Yeah, isn't she awesome?
Yes, sweetheart. I'm glad you were able to pick that up, man. That's hell awesome.
And now,
in a world,
in a world painted with neon,
yeah,
in cobalt. Nice.
You know what, Jake? Seeing that trailer reminded me. Did you see the shout out that D-Wag gave us the other night? He jumped out of his dumpster with a tonfa.
Yes,
and tucked.
That was awesome,
wasn't it?
God, I'm just gonna hire him to do all my promos from now on.
I got to get a clip of that because he really gave us a great shout out.
Yeah, right.
So, who did the perspective trailers for both of you?
Okay, so the first one for Toro Tales, the voiceover there was Lenore. She's well known in the comics gay community, the gal with the pink hair. The voiceover for the Shifter was literally the guy who comes on most movies and says, "In a world." I hired him off of Fiverr.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, I'm gonna hit him up again. He did a fantastic job. And then who did your trailer?
A young lady off of Fiverr. I believe she lives in India. I can't pronounce her name whatsoever, but I can give you the link to her if you're interested.
She did a great job. And that one scene right at the very beginning where the light goes across your logo, that is so sharp. I'm impressed by that.
Yeah, I didn't expect half of what she did with it. It was phenomenal. So I showed her Atlanta's Thrashings trailer to be like, could you kind of like mimic the style that Red Gaze did for the first trailer? And she was like, yeah, I can do that. And so I was like, all right, cool. She's going to mimic it. And then she was like, with, so much more. And I was like, oh, shit. I'll be coming back.
Right. Yeah, she did an awesome job.
Yeah, it came out great.
Did you provide her the music, or is that from her selection too? Jake. Uh-oh.
Did I blank out?
Oh, you did for a minute. You're back.
Okay. All right. So I actually got my own MP3 theme song for Cobalt done, but that wasn't it. What she prepared with the music, with the video, did not add up very well with my with the music that I have. My music was more dreary and lucid and very techno driven, and but what she did and how she lined up her video, she had it already prepped like that, so I went with that one instead of my music. I actually have it and could play it, but it doesn't match up to what she did on her own, so okay. I went with hers, of course.
Great.
The better choice.
Yes.
In a world.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I want to thank you for coming on and talking about your three projects, because Dojo's going to one up you because it's his first time on the episode.
Hey, that's fine. The man is weathered and knows what the hell he's doing. I will gladly bow out to him.
He called me weathered now. He's got a different name for my age every time we get on a stream together.
I'm like Weathered is
rustic.
Is that supposed to be a nice way of saying bald? You're weathered. You're weathered.
I meant it in the most respectful manner.
I guess I'm weathered too.
You know what? There's only a few perfect heads in the world, and the rest he covered with hair.
Yep.
That's right. Thank you very much.
And grass doesn't grow on a busy street either.
Neither does cement. I remember years ago, one Sunday morning, my uncle, who's passed many years ago now, my mother was teasing him because he was king of the comb over.
Yeah.
Oh. From the back to the front.
Yep.
It was, and my mother said, grass. Don't worry, grass doesn't grow on a busy street. And he said, yeah, neither does cement. And it's true. I have a little bit of grass and I have a little bit of cement, so I guess I'm doing okay.
That's okay.
Well, guys, I want to thank you very much for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having us. Really appreciate it.
It's finally good to meet face to face.
Yeah, it's good to meet you too. Thank you.
And bro, anytime. Hey. I'm sure I'll see you interacting with stupid stuff I put up.
Oh yeah, you know it.
We had like 65 degrees here in the Northeast today, and tomorrow we're expecting 4 to 12 inches of snow. So,
shit, shoot some of that stuff down to Tennessee, man. I'm tired of going to work.
I know it's supposed to snow in Texas this week too, and I'm like, oh, I guess the state's closing down again.
Yep.
All we get is rain, but as soon as we get a drop of just a little bit of ice, everybody's like, shut it down. I'm like, nobody's ever driven on black ice before? God.
No, they're not very well prepared for that. I mean, I was a kid when up here we get the blizzard of 78.
Yep.
And man, 3 days later we were walking to school. It looked like we were like marching through tunnels on Ice Planet hot. It was great.
You had to walk. You didn't ride your tauntaun to school?
No, I wasn't allowed to call my friend's sister a tauntaun. He beat me up. But gentlemen, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Don't forget, all the links are in the chat. Also, the link for Dojo's newer campaign and Bionic Bros campaign are in the show notes, either up above or down below. And where you can reach them on Twitter, of course, is there too. Please follow them and keep up with them and back these books.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, right there. It's right
Hail
there.
the chat.
Appreciate it, Will.
Guys, thank you so much. And we'll talk to everybody later. Have a great night.
Bow.
Bow.
Bow.